How does this thing work? Does that look dumb? No, I think that's fine. Whatever. Oh, I forget how wireless mics work. You could hear me from inside of the car. That's kind of cool. I think you could hear me from in here. Oh, this is not a good driveway angle. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. We are prepping for Spocom, which is this weekend. I'm trying this whole new mic setup thing. Got a new mic and then a camera. I've seen a bunch of influencers doing this, so we'll see if it works. I have no idea if this lens is wide enough, but we're gonna try it anyways. But yeah, cleaning up the Corolla. I can't use the garage because it's currently being refinished, or we're waiting for it to cure. Redid the garage, that's pretty cool. Got my little detailing supplies over here. Yeah, I've been dailying this thing. It's almost at 40,000 miles. I have track pads and it is absolutely filthy. Also the interior, if I have the key on me, I guess this side's not too bad. Here's the interior. This side's a little bit worse. You can see there's just like grass and everything all in my carpet, and the dash is dusty and all that. So we're gonna get it clean today. Oh, I was recording that whole time. Whoops. Yeah, still trying to figure out this new camera setup. So yeah, the wheels are filthy, so I'm actually gonna put a car up on a jack, pull the wheels off, and we're gonna clean them off the car. If you haven't seen these are Koken wheel sockets. These are really cool. They have a little nylon like cover on them. I have the 1/2-inch drive one, so it just mates up straight to the anvil of an impact. Makes it super easy to take your wheels off and you don't scuff them up because it has a little protector on there. Where is the jack point? There you are. Yeah, these things have definitely seen better days. Time to clean. Luckily, these guys are ceramic coated, so I'm hoping dust isn't sticking too hard to them. It would help if I turn my pressure washer on, huh? TEs really aren't too bad to wash. My cousin used to have VSXX. Oh my gosh, I could only imagine washing those. I think the TE is a pretty good dailyable wheel. When I changed to those Hawk HPS track pads, the dust went down a little bit, but they definitely were louder. But the bite force on them was great. So there's a significant improvement when I changed to my brake pads. Honestly, the dust isn't as bad as it may look. It just got this bad from 10,000 miles worth of driving without a wash. Nah, less than that, 5,000 miles without a wash, just because I've been busy with school and stuff. That's the good stuff right there. Lovely murky brown water. I feel like this is the stuff that you don't notice, but makes a big difference. I was taking pictures of my car a couple weeks ago, and you could actually see the wheels had like a brown tinge to them. And even though the faces were super clean, it's because the barrel was like reflecting some of those iron particles from the brake pads, that it actually made the wheels look like they were a different color. So even though you can't see this directly, it makes a huge difference cleaning the barrels, at least in my experience. Get behind the spokes too. Look at my hand. Covered in tire. That already looks so much better. I'm probably gonna take my time and really go in and get into all the nooks and crannies. I'm gonna do the rears too, but you don't need to see that. That's all boring stuff. Oh, my gym bag is up here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah, I guess we should slide it your way, huh? There you go. There we go. Man, my trunk has everything in it. Got my scooter. Pull off this plate. Pulling off the plate so you can even clean behind the plate, you feel me? Not gonna lie, the car actually looks sick without a roof box. The cement gray with the arms gray TEs, without the roof box, super clean. I almost want to rock it like this for a little bit again, but for the show, roof box is going on. We pulled it down so that I could clean it up, pressure wash it, detail it, do all that. So now that the car's back on the ground and the front wheels are cleaned up, I decided not to take off the rears because they're honestly not that bad. There's a little bit of brake dust, but the barrels is what I was worried about. And honestly, I could get back there with the reach brush, so that should be all right. I'm gonna foam down the car and start the actual cleaning process now. Yeah, those back wheels aren't bad at all. That probably means my brake bias is set up wrong or something, or I have too much of an aggressive pad to the front compared to the back, but whatever, it works. The car brakes good, it feels good. Who cares? It is really perfect weather to be washing right now. Not even sarcasm. It's been like 95 plus in California the last couple weeks, and now the weekend of the show, it's been like low 80s. It's perfect. The sun's not even beaming on me. I can take my time. That's the worst. You're washing your car and it's like beaming sun out, and you spray it down with water and it immediately dries up and gives you water spots. Then you gotta wash your car again because there's water spots all over it. Drying time. Looking good, looking great. I still haven't done the finishing touches on it yet. I'm still gonna wipe it down with bead maker, clean up the windows, do stuff like that, but after the wash, looking good, looking shiny. Pretty stoked on that. Probably gonna cover up the car anyways, so I could always do bead maker and stuff like that tomorrow. We still got a couple days until the show, but while we still have light out, I'm gonna take care of the bottom of my roof box, at least just the front and the back, the parts that you can actually see. Pretty dirty still. I cleaned the top though, and then I wanna use this light to take care of the inside. I don't have the key on me. I want to take care of the inside while I still have light, because I have a few goodies that I'm pretty stoked to put in here. I've got some new floor mats, and now I want to clean up the interior. You can see there's like pre-workout spills and stuff on my center console, and yeah, I got to take care of that, dial that in. Oh, I got a cool wheel cover too, so I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So I think I'm gonna start with a vacuum. I'm gonna pull out these floor mats. Yeah, I got two floor mats. I got floor mats for my floor mats. The whole reason for that is because at work, I work in the field. Work in the field is not like I work on a farm or nothing. I mean, like, I work in sports media, so I'm on the soccer field a bunch, so that's why there's grass and stuff all over the floor mat. So I have a floor mat to protect the stock floor mat, but I have a replacement now, so I guess we won't be needing that anymore. Alrighty, we're back. It's day 2. I ran out of light last night, so I kind of stopped filming, but it's all good. I don't entirely remember where we left off, but I think we were doing the interior. I covered it up for the night. We're going to do the finishing touches on it today, and then do the fun interior stuff that I was talking about yesterday. Yeah, so like I was saying last night, we ran out of light, but we kind of just enjoyed the process, and I decided not to film because it was a little boring. But I went ahead and laid over a coat of bead maker on the car, so you can see it's super, super shiny now. And then we actually polished out the windows. For whatever reason, we have really hard water out here, so we went through with some compound. I'll probably finish it up and we get in the nooks and crannies later, but I don't know if you can tell, but they're a lot cleaner looking now, so it makes a huge difference. I normally don't put a cover on the car, but since the garage is still being worked on, I figured I'd cover it up for the night. That way, if I do need to go in and mess with the paint again today, I'm not rubbing in more like dust and grime and stuff from overnight. Who's that, a spider? Who's that, a spider? Last night off camera, I vacuumed it up. I went ahead and put in these floor mats, which I picked up recently. These are from P2M. Go ahead and show y'all. These are P2M floor mats. They're kind of JDM style. I think they match with the Moonstone seats that come on the Apex pretty well. These are actually for GR Corollas, but from what I could tell, they're slightly different, but they're similar enough that they fit fine. Obviously the GR Corolla is all-wheel drive, so I think there's some diff humps and stuff in the floorboards that make it a little different, but for the most part they fit, and the anchors still clip in. You can see they slot in pretty easily still, and then down here these anchors still fit and clip in. It looks pretty good. The only thing that is a little different is the rears, which makes sense because the GR is a hatch. They're slightly smaller than the stock mats. You could see this is the stock mat. I just have it on top right now. It still looks cool from afar, but they're not exact fit in the rears, but that's honestly no big deal. I think it looks good with a Moonstone, which honestly is a love-hate relationship. I think they look good and they're clean, but they don't stay clean oddly enough. But I think I have a solution for that. Now, another cool piece I got, I don't have like a really cool steering wheel like a lot of these guys run, but I did pick up this. Now, I haven't seen anyone run any of these at shows because normally you show your steering wheel, but this is a Vertex steering wheel cover. It has elastic on it and it just stretches around. Here, I'm gonna put it on. I think it fits pretty well. And then again, I'm going with the gray theme with the wheels and the paint and the interior. Kind of all matches together, you know? Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. The gray steering wheel cover, the gray seats, the little gray JDM checkers on the floor mats. I'm pretty stoked on that. Obviously, in like a perfect world, I'd like to show off the steering wheel, but this one is pretty much just a stock Toyota steering wheel with the Apex bronze stitching in it, and you can't even tell from afar that it has bronze stitching, so I think the cover looks better. Now, I mentioned my love-hate relationship with this Moonstone Interior. You can really tell on the passenger side. This car is not a show car by any means. Somehow it got accepted into a bunch of shows, so I'm trying to turn my daily into a show car, and I've taken it to the track, driven it 40,000 miles, done a bunch. So if you notice on this seat, there's what looks like stains on it, but the weird thing is it's not really stains because I don't put anything that could stain my seats in my seats. I like to take care of it, right? I guess what happens is when there's like dust and a little bit of dirt on the seat and I'll put my water bottle in the passenger seat. If there's moisture or condensation, or if it drips a little bit, it'll push all of that dust and dirt into one area and kind of make like a weird dirt ring, and it looks like a stain. It's not terrible. It looks pretty bad on camera, but I've scrubbed it and I've cleaned it and I've done everything, and it's hard to get 100% of that dust out of the seat. All it really does is just push it around, and I think the solution is I really need to go in with an extractor and get that all out, but honestly, it's a daily, and if I have to keep doing it, I can't be bothered. You sit there anyways, right? It's fine, and maybe I'll get Recaros or something down the line. But anyways, I mentioned, I think I have a solution. So, you know, we're doing the show car thing, but you got to show that we drive the car and the car is used. It's not just a pretty show car. So I've got my helmet here, the helmet that I use for track days and autocross. Pretty cool. Zamp, right? Got my matching Mooneyes stickers and all the other stuff on it. Hear me out, right? This can go right on the seat. And now, no stains because it's covered with a helmet. I think that'll work. So I'll just put that on display when I'm at the shows. And then you can see the other P2M floor mat right here. Looks pretty good. And then my last thing, well, second to last thing, I took my fire extinguisher. And as you can see, I'm kind of going with the whole Mooneyes thing here. I got my fire extinguisher that normally sits passenger with me. I took off the label because everyone knows how to use a fire extinguisher, right? If you don't, there's more problems that we gotta have. And this can slot into my quick release right here that goes under the seat. And now the white, I'm thinking the white helmet, the white fire extinguisher, the white interior, kind of all ties together, you know? And the Mooneyes sticker from Mooneyes Hawaii, shout out to Tad, actually matches the color of the fire extinguisher, so it looks like it's meant to be there. And I got my little Moon jet tag. I think that comes together quite well. Could even turn this guy sideways if we want to cover more of the seat. All right, now another minimal detail I'm not entirely sure what I'm going with is a show plate. Oh, almost dropped it. Show plate, so I don't need to run my stock license plate in pictures and all that. Not that it really matters, but if you're in the show anyways and you could add a little bit more style, why not? I've got a couple Mooneyes plates here. This one's pretty cool. It's signed by Tad from Mooneyes Hawaii. And then this one, I didn't get in Hawaii. I actually got in Santa Fe Springs at their headquarters because they were sold out in Hawaii. So I got the Hawaii one in California, but who cares? And then I've got this pretty slick plate frame from Information Hawaii. It's yellow, kind of matches the yellow and Nardo theme I've got going on here. Oh geez, daily driver things. This is kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Nakakahiako. This is all displaced because I was pulling stuff out of my apartment and I've got my scooter and all that, but I'm gonna clean this out so that when we roll out to the show, there's nothing rattling around in here. Not that you see the trunk anyways, but let's do that. What we think, is the reg tag too much? Yeah, I think I might rock it without it. Just double down on the Mooneyes with a magnet too. No, that's too much. All right, y'all, so I've been going after this for maybe a couple hours now. I'm pretty beat, I'm gross, I'm sweaty. So long actually that I accidentally left my mic on and it died. So I'm using the camera audio now. But you know, we work with what we got. The car is done for the most part. This is, I think, the final look we're going for. I went ahead and tossed on my autocross numbers. I don't know if I'm gonna keep those on. but they're low tack anyways, so if I get to the show and decide they're not really the look I'm going for, I could always peel them off. I took maybe an hour on each side of the car just lining everything up, because stuff like that really drives me nuts, but I think it turned out really well. I think for the most part we're pretty much done with prepping the car. You can see I kind of embraced the whole conjo thing with the numbers on the side. Peep into the interior. The interior is nice and clean too. I'm pretty stoked on it. I showed you guys this stuff earlier. I got my helmet sitting passenger. The new mats are in. Cleaned up the shift knob. I put the blue Greddy badge on it. That came out pretty good. Yeah, that's the front. Looks pretty good. The back's the same thing. It's just nice and clean. Still got to empty that cubby out, but that's easy stuff. Around back, I think I'm gonna rock that Mooneyes plate from Mooneyes Hawaii. You can see I added the decal up here on the roof box too. A couple bubbles on that, but I was more worried about the alignment because over time the heat should suck those bubbles out, so that should be all right. Besides that, I'm pretty happy with how the car turned out. Should be ready to roll out tomorrow. We leave at 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning, something like that, so that we could drive all the way out to Spocom, SF, and San Mateo. It's gonna be like an hour-and-a-half drive. Hopefully the car stays clean. But like over here, I'm starting to collect the detail supplies, little brushes and stuff that I'm gonna be taking with me. That way I'm ready to clean up any last minute things at the show itself. But yeah, I appreciate y'all sticking with me for this video. I know it's kind of a weird one, just doing whatever to the car, but I figured I'd feature the Corolla in a little bit more content since, you know, there's not too much stuff on these online. So here's mine. It looks good. I'm stoked with how it came out. Tomorrow we roll out Spocom. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Take it easy. Peace.